Okay, boys and girls, welcome to the next edition of Bob's Barn Workshop. We're working on this trailer. Last time we demoed it, tore all the stuff off. Today I made a trip to our local trailer supply store. They sell trailers and all kinds of parts. Bought new stake pockets. I bought new fenders. I got a boatload of new hardware, but the job at hand is to get rid of all the old stake pockets. So we're going to get the grinder out and see if I can grind these things off. Alright, let's give it a try. Alright, let's see what I can do. Now I do have safety lens glasses on. I got some protective gloves on. I put on long pants. I think I'm going to put the handle on this just so you don't kick it around. We're going to try to grind these welds right here. There's a couple of tacks down the sides. Alright. I can see the gap. Whack that a few times with the hammer. The pry bar. Let's see what we got. Maybe I can get it off. Alright, it did cut through the top, which I did see. welding actually didn't turn out so bad, did it? I learned to weld on this thing basically. I don't need these on the back of this. So, I gotta do this to a crap load more of them. I'm going to be putting pieces of 1/2-inch tubing on here to create a hinge for the tailgate. My son-in-law just welded all these tie downs on for me, which I still need after I get the tailgate up, and I think the tailgate will fold up and above this. I may even cut the deck off. The deck is just held with little TIG welds about every foot. I probably can hit them with my flat whiz wheel and just cut into it. Then I can get in between the frame. So you can see what I'm doing. I guess you don't need to watch me do it all. I'm going to get some ear protection on. That's really loud. I got 7 done so far, 5 left to go. What I'm doing is I'm kind of using the edge of the wheel to just cut the weld. Some of them depends on what I can get in around, of course, with the edge of the wheel, or I'll turn it flat and just kind of make a slit right at the top of that weld. This doesn't have tacks at the edges. Cut the bottom a little bit and pry it and it'll break. So that's my function, getting these off. Only got 5 more. Rock and roll. So if you look, I cut until I can see the line form where I know I'm through all that weld all the way. This one doesn't have any tack welds on the side, so that's good. And then I undercut the bottom weld just to kind of give it a hinge point, and off she comes. 8 off, 4 to go. Got to grind that clean. Well, there they are, boys and girls. All 12 of them. Cut off, ground smooth. Oh, what a miserable task. As you can see, it's getting pretty dark, so I've been working at this a couple hours. Cutting those off. Really came off quicker than I thought. Dusty and dirty job though. If you don't have a 4.5-inch little grinder like this, man, I don't know of a tool around the shop that could be more useful for lots of things. Cutting metal with this cut-off wheels and grinding and cleaning, and you can get wire brushes for them. And I think you're going to have to wire brush this. I got some flap discs. So, all right. We'll work on this some more on another day. Hey friends and fans of Bob's Barn Workshop, here we are. It's been a couple days since I cut off the stake pockets. I was going to leave this down, but I got this bit before I grind this, but I can leave it lay right where it is. I'm going to take this deck off if I can. So I've got welds every so often. not sure what I'm doing. I'm gonna go all the way around. Well, there you go. That was really easy. Just a quick slice with the cutoff wheel, broke the welds. The whole thing's loose. The metal looks to be in really great shape. I'm just gonna clean this side, flip it over, clean the other side, clean up the frame. I don't know if I need to turn the whole trailer upside down. I want to clean that frame really well. I might just jack one end way the heck up in the air so I can get under it. We'll see. Once I get this deck cleaned and off, then we'll look at the frame. So I'm going to start grinding on this. Let me just put the bit on there, the new brush cup. I don't have a lot of experience with this kind of brush. I think I'm going to move you back a little bit so you don't get in the way of the flying debris. It's going to want to throw it to the right. We'll give it a try here. See how this looks. Well, I can see one thing. I'm going to have to put on a mask because I got a lot of dust. It's not really super aggressive, to tell you the truth. It's getting the flash rust off. I don't know, maybe sandpaper would be better. Maybe I'll try a sander. Let's try the belt sander. Put some real coarse paper on it. Let's see how that works. Alright, let's see if it runs true. brush. There's my brush. Alright. Well, hell yes. I don't have any dreams of getting this totally rust free. Just getting it down like this so they can put the Rustoleum to it. Alright, well that's what I'm going to keep doing. I got both sides to do. Are we having fun yet? Well, right. I have to admit I was a little disappointed in the performance of the wire brushes that I bought at 20 bucks a piece. So I bought one of these sets of flap wheels on eBay. This is 40 grit, $10 for 10 of them shipped. We'll see how this works. Well, that seems to work a whole lot better. So I guess I'm going over the whole thing again with the flap wheels. Up here, of course, where I've done it somewhat, it won't be as aggressive, but I'm hoping that's going to be plenty aggressive to get all this scale and fitting off in the frame here to repaint it. Again, it ain't going to be a beautiful job, just a restoration. Alright. We'll catch up. It's a long and tedious job, but I've done enough of what I'm going to do on this. The next step is, let's see when we flip this over what it looks like underneath. I'm sure it's much worse. This is like 60-70 thousandths thick white steel that I put on here. It's in plenty good shape to reuse. Oh my goodness. She's looking pretty rough, folks. I'm just going to have to let her go. Ugh. Actually, there's still a lot of paint on some of it. Some of it's pitted really bad. I'm just going to be able to do to it what I can do to it. You know what I'm saying. I might have to take a regular grind wheel to this. I don't know. I don't know if those brushes are aggressive enough to knock this off. Beating on it with a hammer might loosen most of it up. Give that a try. Where's me hammer? Here's my hammer. I am wearing safety glasses. I don't know if there's much I can do with this. See, there's still paint in a lot of the places. else I can do to it. I'm ready for ideas. I put rubber silicone on here. Try to keep the water from squirting up into the trailer as it's going down the road. It either works or didn't. Man, that's tough. I guess I'm just going to brush it down and squirt it with some Rustoleum. I'm going to see what I can do on this. I don't think the flap wheel is going to do squat. Out of myself. It's not down to bare metal, but I got rid of all that heavy scale that I didn't want to paint over. So yeah, I was cutting it pretty damn fast. That's about as good as I'm going to do it. And I think I'll put Rustoleum rusty metal primer on it, and a couple of good coats of Rustoleum, and flip her back over and do the same thing to the frame. You can see the frame here now is 2.5 inch square tubing. Let's see if I can get a hold of the edge of this. Oh, it's heavy. Approximately every 16 inches. And I welded this up many years ago. I learned to weld basically. But I don't have any weld problems, so I guess I did a good job. I used a good old Lincoln Buzz Box 6013. She's 750 pounds right there, so she's a heavy trailer. Alright guys, well I'm going to work on derusting this some more, and we'll get back to you. Alrighty then, well I got the basic scale all off in this. There's a lot of pitting, but there's no way I'm going to get all that pitting out of it. I got the scaly rust off. So I guess I'm just going to soak it down with Rustoleum primer and black paint, and do both sides of it, let it dry, put it inside so it doesn't rust up, and start working on this frame, or I'll put this metal inside now. But one thing I noticed when I was sitting there taking a break, our apple tree is doing really good, but there's like this enormous Just like a grape clump of delicious looking apples just out of reach, you know. We've been actually picking up the apples because they've been falling off the tree onto the ground for like making pies and applesauce. They got a little bruise, doesn't matter, but look at them all laying on the ground just from today, from the wind blowing and falling off. So they're definitely getting ripe and ready for picking. Anyway, back to the trailer. I'm not sure what my next move is. Maybe I'll just slide that steel off, start working on the frame. That flap wheel worked good on the really crusty stuff. Alright, we'll see how that goes. I guess I got to deal with it. Oh gosh, it just rubbed my face. I probably have black eyes. I really don't want to bend this. So I guess I'll ease it off here, if I can get hold of it. Oh, it's heavy. It's about an 1/8 inch thick. It's probably 50, 60 thousandths, but she's plenty heavy for a floor. With the frame 16 inches on the center. Plus my little marker light up here. Alright. Well, I'm not sure what's gonna work for this. I'm replacing this wiring so I can pull that out. Maybe I'll just get that out of the way first. Actually, I just used electrical tape around the frame and I thought it was going to be a temporary fix and it lasted. Well, I built this in '05, so it's 14 years old. That tape held out fine. But I want to run the wires inside the frame, I think, this time. So I got to go buy some grommets. Buy some grommets so when I drill the holes through, the abrasion doesn't break the wires. Let me get this off of here. Oh, all right, baby. And this runs right through the frame, all the way to the front. Those are out of the way. I might just pull those. Let's see. Before I put a mask back on, make sure you wear a mask. Alrighty, well, you know the drill. I got to do it on the whole thing. And I do want to flip it over and work on the thing, so I'm going to do everything but the bottom of the rails from the top. Alright, we're going to keep grinding.
I'll tell you